Hello to everyone come from every part of the world. Thank you for your watching. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir, ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa. La beauty de la plante dépasse l'imagination. Merci pour votre décision. La place à la vilaine millet. Mo suku kyuso gatsu desu ne. Anata no kuni ga sara ni hatten suru koto o negatte imasu. Today I am very happy. Is the jurisprudence video come back again, and I don't know if you discover or just understand or just know about all my fan pages are about 10 or over. So I have so many professional fan pages, especially the main thought all focus on the science subjects, because I ever told everyone that the most important career I want to have and compute myself to seek for is the scientist. If to talk about this will be a little bit embarrassed, okay, I surrender and I just to convinced by all of you. That's the life. I still remember I am not a worker that is just to do something related to the science. So when this life, if it is possible, my purpose can be true, that I am a scientist all my whole life, that will be the fantastically marvelousness things in my whole life. That is not only the gospel, that is the most auspicious gospel to me. So that is very grateful to standing here and to share some knowledge about the jurisprudence. Although the most dream I want to achieve is the scientist, but I still have the interest on the literary subject. I still remember when I was in a senior high school, I ever very focused on the club in the school, so I just abandoned my study. But after the last 15 days to the 30 days, I just very hardly studied all the subjects in the literary, because all my senior high school, the 1 year, 2nd year, 3rd year, I never study very hard, so I'm not a good student at all. So, but in a literary subject, I just only use the 15 to the 30 days to warm up and study. Finally, I enter the Catholic Fusen University, the Japanese culture department. So that is very lucky, and I am always grateful. So to talk about this is just I want to know that I have the basic concept of the literary. Okay, please forgive me. So if you want me to warm up the formal subject in the literature, history, the geography, or the Chinese Mandarin culture, or the English, or the other things, I think no other subject, I still can warm up. That is not hard to me because I ever studied it hardly before, so I can try it, and I still have the experience in my mind. The memorization still existing. I ever be used to, so that is not hard to me. So after going abroad or study abroad, when I can just enter the school that is about the science, in the university, if I can just have the sufficient tuition in the sufficient time, I hope I can just obtain the credits in the literary school, just like jurisprudence and the politics. Politics is very, very marvelous because the politics is just a very giant and very complicated system like theory in the literary world. So everything when it comes to the political field, it always have to discuss so much in the details because that is all about the people's affair. Every tiny circle point must be very cautious. So the politics is very, very important. But I like the jurisprudence is because the jurisprudence is a very important subject. People cannot live without law, and the law in the daily life is all concerned with everyone's livelihood. So when you can understand and comprehend the law's content, that is assurance, that is a protection for you to live in the country's society. Okay, so what today we're going to talk about is the chapter 3, the purpose of the law. The purpose of the law. So the section 1. Here is the in general overall of the laws in the purpose or the individually in the purpose. So when we talk about the law's purpose, that is just the aim that the law must achieve. So maybe I describe it so very simply. So the purpose of the law is the very important aim or goal that the all law system must compel themselves and to attain step by step, finally, completely to achieve the final plan. So when a country issue law, in a general, just we also called overall, is just in adjusting the citizens' benefits and the welfare. Another side is to maintain the order of the society. Besides, protect the right and the benefit of the citizen. So the law's purpose actually, if you understand what I'm talking about, the purpose of the law is just to assure every man, every person in the country, they all have the right and all have the education in this country. That is the law's purpose. Therefore and thereby, here is a scholar who called Rudolf von Joren from 1818 to the 1892. The Joren say that purpose just the creator of the law. What he called about this? Because if without an aim or without a purpose, without a goal, why we create the law? Every law must have a certain aim or definition, because every law has its meaningfulness. So we say the law, we just to make a law, we just to pass through all the act or bill. That is all under the circumstance of a situation that the people seek for or the country seek for. So every act or bill, the laws all have its purpose to do the procedure make the law happen. So if the law without the purpose to be saved, or just leave from the purpose, or just to be get rid of from the purpose, the law is not existing. That is why the law has a certain purpose. Just like the Constitution is to maintain and protect the whole country's general overall purpose. So maybe you will wonder, this description is too simple. So if to detail, the Constitution is all the citizens and the people in the country have to know about. The Constitution is just the law and the book and the system where the country existed in. So that is not only what you have to offer your duty in the country, but also that is just writing down all the right and the benefit you can obtain. So the law is very fair. Everyone, every people in the country all have his calling and duty. And here are so many restrictions people have to understand and notice to prevent. So just like the Constitution is to maintain and preserve the country's general or overall purpose. So that is very giant topic. And the criminal law is to maintain the society's certain order, to prevent crime and to protect a certain benefit under the law and to make people can be safe from the defending. That is all about the purpose from the criminal law. So that is why when the criminal law is just refer to the committed crime about the killing people. So because the law has its purpose, the criminal law concerned with the killing people, the judge will impose a certain punishment to the people who killed others to restrict, prevent, and avoid the behaviors of the killing. That is very, very important and seriously. So to maintain and protect the society's order and also protect every person's personal life's right and benefit to be the purpose. And we can also take an example on the Elderly Welfare Act. So when we talk about the Elderly Welfare Act, that is very, very happiness. So everyone will be the elder when we become an elder. So what we can get from the country, we just have work all my life, and finally I become an elder. I am just all illness around my body, and sometimes I just couldn't do other job, and my age is so high. I'm just waiting for my death. So what is the Elderly Welfare Act? The first resolution, in order to protect elderly's esteem, respect, and health, and steady to make the elderly's life safe and assure the elderly's right, and promote, boost the elderly's welfare. Thereby, we make this law absolutely. So, that is why every law, every act, or every bill all have its own restriction of the law, and all the manufacturing in the law all has its own purpose. So when we talk about the ideology of the law, the German jurisprudence scholar who called the rather broad from 1878 to the 1949. In his work, the book, one of those philosophy that the book in this book, the book is about those philosophy he ever wrote and ever just referred. He regard the law has the ideologies. Here are three very important topics to talk about. One is the justice. The second is the this stability. The state is stability of the load. The load has to be steady and stable, and under the safety. So this is the second topic, and the third topic is the purpose reasonable characteristic. So the reasonable characteristic of the purpose is the final one, very important part. So when we talk about the justice, we can talk about the justice just called average justice or the distribution justice. So the justice is just separate into two kinds. And when we talk about the safety or the steady or the stable law, here is several tips that the content must be very clear, and in all the cases, what you have to encounter in the cases, all the content or the procedures, you have to know and understood surely. And you cannot, when the morning you order but you change in the afternoon, cannot to be so swiftly changed in a very short time. Another one side is the practiced characteristic, how it is can be so practiced. And the final one, the reasonable characteristic of the purpose. Here is the personalism, and the wholeism, and the culturism. Okay, this part we just introduce next video. So today we just talk about the law's general purpose and the individual purpose. I hope today I can give you a very casual and relaxing moment to be with the law content and the knowledge. Just use the chatting method to know about something just like the law. Okay, see you next video. Thank you for your watching. Bye bye.